Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. 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 Had to hit the T.I. dance. You know how T.I. used to have that dance? What was that he was doing on the front back video, Breeze? He was just
I
sitting there
have
doing.
no.
Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. In fact, that was the June bug. That was the June bug before the June bug. He was just on that mug. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me Ah, wait till we expose June bug. Hey y'all, it's another episode of Beatz and Bitz podcast. Man, the gang is all here. And
what's up?
Yeah, what's up? We were just talking about how T.I. created the June bug dance. You know, he had remember on the front back video, and they was just sitting there doing it. And they were just sitting there just hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Him and he was the only one doing it because it was him. No, it was him and Manny Fresh doing it. And you had Pimp C and Pimp C and Bud B just standing there like this.
Like, what is he doing?
I'll be happy too if I had got them both on the track. You know. Let me make sure I ain't lying. But yeah, man, what's up, y'all? Last week, you know, I had got the punch from my granny, man, and I'm glad I did, man, because you know, my play auntie, may she rest in peace, she passed away because of the CPAC.
Sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna put a name out there, just respect for the family, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man. Yeah. I got to see her, you know, beforehand. She was in good spirits or whatever, because the day that I got it, I had rolled over there and I saw the EMTs pulling up, you know. So I ain't really want to do it, but I did it, and I'm glad I did. So,
yeah.
You know, what was I finna say, man? So, Lord, the world, we took 1 week off and they decided that the world was going to get set on fire. It was a civil war that's currently going on with Joe Budden, you know, and we going to go ahead and get this out the way because I know Breezy can't stay for the whole show, you know.
Yeah.
But I had to go ahead and take a sip of my water. So basically what happened, y'all, was Joe Budden and Rory and Mal had gotten to it over some money. Now, Joe claims that he's paying them a lot of money, which I believe. I don't think that Joe did not pay them some money, but it's too many things, too many moving parts that we don't see that behind the scenes, because it just seemed like Rory, ever since that he got with this, you know, his fiance, things have kind of went downhill with the pod, as far as like he doesn't talk about certain topics like dealing with females and stuff like that. And I just feel like he had a whole side beef with academics, and I just feel like his actions and behavior kind of shows me that he kind of blew up on Joe, and Joe didn't fire him because of, you know, the money or whatever. It was just the way that he came to him about the money. I wouldn't have fired nobody, because people that did, like, you know, we had talked about this off air. I was trying to catch Serizaku because I wanted us to kind of pregame this and how we was going to tackle it, which we don't normally do, but for this, we all got different viewpoints on it. And that's why I just said, you know, y'all are welcome. Serizaku, if you want to take the pod and put it on your channel, you more than welcome to. Breezy, whenever you feel like. I mean, you know, you already told me roadmap of how you gonna do everything. So I don't feel like if we wake up tomorrow and be the number one podcast, beating them out, and it's money left and right. The money is not worth us fighting and bickering, arguing over, because I always work. Serizaku always work, and then before Breezy always worked too. You know what I'm saying? Before Breezy like keep his secret chill, so I ain't gonna put his what he be doing out there besides what he already said. But you know what I'm saying? We all three working brothers. You know, we all handling our business, and I don't get off into Serizaku business or Breezy business, whatever he decide he gonna share. You know what I'm saying? With me and with y'all being the audience, like the friendship, it like the money coming in, we chopping it up. That's just how it go. Like
Yep.
I got the view, the what you call them, the analytics and how much comes in.
How I'm gonna put it is with Joe Budden firing them. You know what? You want to cancel your show, Joe? You know what? That's fine. That's one less person that we got to worry about with Beatz and Bitz growing. All right, I'm just saying. For everybody that likes Joe Budden podcast, but don't want your top guy arguing with his two co-hosts and shut them down, come over to Beatz and Bitz. If you tired of your director dancing in all your videos, I'm sorry, wrong speech. Hang on. But you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on over here. It's like we don't do that.
Serizaku say we want all the smoke.
Like, hey, he left. He left it open. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is a huge.
You can't. Hey, if you're not gonna go over to anybody else, big ass sign. Come on over.
So Breezy, how you feel about it? Because I feel like they all ring around the rosy. They all wrong.
Okay. First and foremost, fuck Joe Budden.
Knew that was coming.
Now you called me and told me not to go in, and so I ain't gonna go in too bad.
Oh no, you can go in. I just want us to be on the same page because
I did my.
I wanted to call you, and we ended up falling in the rabbit hole, and so did Hayes. Yeah. Hayes feel like before I let you go, he out and about right now. He been kicking it with the fam. So, well, damn,
bro.
Damn. They're going to whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah. Oh my God, 5 stars in GTA. The fuck?
Yeah. Oh, and the ambulance going behind them. Lord, pray for them.
Yeah, it's over.
But no, Hayes was saying, man, he kind of feel where he kind of playing devil's advocate. He feel where Joe coming from, because if it was an issue, they should have made it a point to have a conversation ahead of time before this even became an issue. It's like they are grown men. They know the industry. All three of them know it inside and out. So if they didn't want the money to be an issue, they could have pulled out before the Spotify deal, But they went along with the Spotify deal, and apparently, like I said, I believe they all getting paid at least $100,000 to do their show. So that means you break it down, that's like 20 a month, 15 a month.
Bring it over here. I mean, let's be real.
Hey,
bring it over.
Hey, I mean, in due time, because I feel like we've been consistent, and it's like, and part of it was because of me, because I had to take off, and Breezy has been. He said he was gonna take off, but he came in and he been on. When he can get on.
Let's just be. We're not finna be like Joe Budden. We're not finna be doing this arguing and bullshitting.
Yeah, because he
stress to people. that if you tired of your lead show runner running down his two co-hosts
and everybody else,
come to Beatz and Bitz podcast.
Breezy, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, so I did some digging, and it turns out that this isn't the first time Joe has tried some shit like this.
Oh, here we go.
It turns out that when Joe's contract was up with Complex, he went in to renegotiate. And a part of what he wanted to renegotiate was whether or not academics could get certain deals, the percentage he wanted from deals academics managed to get on his own. And he wanted at least 3% in Complex in terms of stock options. Now, that is quite a lot to unpack there with him wanting to get his fingers in academics as Paul's pie of what he makes for himself out of his own money. Now, the situation in general was not handled great by most of them, but the fault still lies with Joe because it's his product, his show, his shit. Now, it turns out Joe has been putting up little 30-minute episodes here and there, just continually talking shit about Rory and them. Turns out he got a blank check from Triller and hung up the phone on them. They said, write a number down you want for us to pay you guys. He said, no, I'm good. It turns out after episode 120, around that range, where they had ad reads a drop, Joe didn't want to do them anymore because he felt they were corny. Now, ad reads, think about this. You make money from ads, whether you like them or not. But one of the ads Joe decided to shit on was a mental health ad. Now, who's been going around talking about mental health for the last year and a half? Joe Budden. So let's dig deeper.
Oh,
okay.
Get the shovel out.
Deeper.
Get the shovels out. Get the shovels out.
It also comes out that now I posted this in the chat, but Rory ended up going on another podcast. It's I forget the name of it, but it's abbreviated STTP.
See, the thing is,
yeah, that there you go.
With Pie Bay.
Yeah, he was surprised that they had catered food, they had people walking around, they had professional equipment. So when he went back to Joe's podcast and all they could get is coffee, and Joe's talking about $70,000 in expenses, he's like, hey, where is this coming from? Now, Rory has said on multiple different podcasts, because I did my deep dive, I did my digging, that he has an equity share, which means he gets paid off of a percentage based off how much the show earns. Clearly, the percentage had to have dropped. Now, Joe says on his podcast, I've been overpaying you niggas, right? If that's the case, if you're asking for an audit, you can prove I've been overpaying you, and that's what you're supposed to get normally. But to blow up like this means you've been cooking the books to fund other podcasts, a part of the Joe Budden Network. Because that was apparently a conversation as well on one of the episodes. Like, how are these other shows that you're just making are making money? They just started with people who you don't know.
Well, he knows Karen
I'm
Civil.
talking about the audience. Doesn't know.
Okay.
How is this brand new? That's like me grabbing a rando off the street saying, yo, this my guy, watch his show. It's like, how is he making that money? How are you paying them to do? So there's a lot of this slowly starting to trickle out, come out. And it's gotten to the point now where I posted a clip in our Facebook chat where Joe himself says, if you niggas don't trust me, audit me.
Oh, well, I mean,
so
maybe he again, I could see, and I had to roll with Hayes on this because we just had this incident happen yesterday. When somebody come at you sideways, you know what I'm saying, in the way that they. No, I'm just saying because it happened yesterday.
That's different.
Yeah,
different.
But I'm saying it's still the way,
bro.
No, I mean I get it. I'm just saying it's still heat. I'm just saying from his perspective because we weren't
But
there.
okay, but
It's
here's the
from
thing.
what he's saying is, yo, y'all coming over here demanding stuff. It's like, bro, who is you talking to? Like that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. Like,
I'm talking. Okay, and so you all right? You want to play Joe's devil's advocate? Okay, I will play Rory and Maul's devil's advocate. I'm talking to the guy I did 399 podcasts with.
okay, fair.
I'm talking
Yeah,
to the guy who didn't know how to structure his show. I'm talking to the guy who I was editing his podcast. I'm talking to the guy who I brought ads on for the first 120 episodes.
yeah. Well, I mean, and I gotta
So
say this: Joe is wrong. His two left shoes are just dropping them off instead of keep. He just wanted to. He didn't have the nuts to say, I don't want y'all on my podcast no more.
he
Like it's all he had to do was just say that. Like I don't like y'all. Y'all don't be talking on this mug. Y'all
well,
don't
if
be
it's a
doing
hostile
contributing
work, if
nothing.
it's but that's if it's a hostile work environment and you suspect some funny businesses going on, you're bringing on new people, you're making new shows, the money is acting funny. I'm asking you questions. You're telling me it's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to participate? It's also come out that Joe wanted Maul to come in early to do his pre-show pod video podcast thing 30 minutes ahead of time. Well, that's not in their contract. So why should they participate on something for Patreon? And not only that, the Patreon isn't technically the Joe Budden podcast Patreon, it's Joe Budden's Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So any content they produce is not really going towards the podcast, it's going towards Joe's pockets.
I mean,
Well, he again. Joe is not one of them because I had, like I said previously, I had problems in communicating in relationships and stuff like that. Now we ain't never had that problem, but I know I'm just speaking from experience. You got a low win, and my last relationship taught me that you have to just say how you feel and then stand on it, no matter how it's gonna make the other person feel, no matter how heartbreaking or gut wrenching it is. You have to stand on how you feel, and you also have to let folks know. I think Joe was trying to keep them around because he didn't feel like ending the pod and doing because Joe could get bags now. It's proven. People want to see
No.
Joe, want to hear from Joe. No, he
You
been
gotta
getting bags. He been getting
He's been
bags left
getting
and right.
bags with Rory and Maul.
I don't think it's
Who's
all off
going
of
to
Roy.
a Joe
I'm
Budden
gonna say,
podcast with just Joe Budden?
hold on. I'm gonna say this because he had Joe Budden did have Joe Budden TV. He was on
Fail.
Love and Hip Hop.
Fail.
He was no Love and Hip Hop ain't fail.
Love and Hip Hop is more than just Joe Budden. We're talking about Joe Budden by himself
I
as an
know that,
entity.
but Joe Budden with Joe Budden TV,
Fail.
his mixtapes.
Fail.
I ain't gonna say it failed because he
Didn't do the
made
numbers
enough.
he want.
I mean, he didn't do the numbers, but he still had
So
a
that's a
fan base, and
failure.
it was still. I don't know, because I look at Joe Budden like kind of like 2 Chains, and I'm gonna say this.
Wasn't it Ice JJ Fish who was that like? I'm not gonna
No,
use.
he ain't
I'm
nowhere
not-
near.
Yeah, but he has a fan base. What's a fan base?
But I'm saying that Joe's fan base was based off of not them, but the women that Joe Budden was with. Joe Budden was knocking down all of the and then
So you're answering
through
my
that
question for you.
all of the but I'm saying but through that the music, people love a train wreck, and Joe Budden is a continuously move. He's like Train to Busan.
Yeah,
He
but
is a continuous.
a
he
train
is
wreck is not profitable for the train station.
Yeah, but I'm saying his train wreck is never ending. The Train to Busan it ain't never stopped. It just keeps going.
So who's gonna hire a train that always crashes, bro? It's like buying a plane that has a 99%. Yeah, but nobody wants to see it when there are innocent people getting hurt. I like seeing rockets explode every time Elon launch one of them bitches. But if there's humans on board, it ain't the same.
I mean, but it's the same reason why we was watching Stevie J. It's the same reason we was watching Mama D. It's the same Lil Scrappy. Like we're going, Young Jock. we're going as long as the train is still moving and crashing and blowing up through the train stations and riding around the train stations until eventually it runs out of gas, crashes, blows up. You know what I'm saying? Gets ran through by Omni-Man and Invincible, and everybody, it's split down the middle. Spider-Man pulls it up out of the wreckage. Like, as long as it's going, people are going to keep going. And now he's got a fan base because now everybody is invested in the Joe. They feel like Joe has been redeemed and he's finally got whatever. And now he just saying, you know what, I ain't really like y'all ain't really been talking on this mug. I'm gonna replace y'all. He's doing it. He's doing this for he didn't get rid of them just to get rid of them. He got rid of them because now everybody's talking about the podcast again.
He got rid of them
just screwing
because they want to know what he's doing with the books.
Yeah, he spent the money. He bought this house.
It's a hostile, but you can't take proceeds from
the show and then give
from
it to
the
everybody.
show
right.
and pocket them because again, if you're paid off of a percentage, if you're cooking the books, you're fucking up my money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to go down the list of stuff. So it's like, and like there are other people who made posts about it. I'm gonna run down it real quick, but like, he's not doing nothing with. He says one moment he's not doing nothing with the YouTube money, and Rory can have it in episode like 388. Then Rory, and then it comes out. He asks again, and then he's like, "No, Rory, you can't touch that money." It's like he contradicts himself on all these different episodes of the podcast. And here's the next thing: you, Serizaku, myself, we're all business-minded. He should have had 5 different channels. Why is he uploading it to his dead-ass YouTube channel? That's the first thing. Second thing, where's the shirt merchandising? Nowhere to be found. Like, he doesn't even... There are women who have OnlyFans that have better branding than Joe Budden.
Man.
He ain't wrong. I mean, I've seen a couple of...
Have you not seen Belle Daphne? Listen, she made $5 million on a weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, like, and that's just ass and titties. Come on.
I'm like...
So it's like Joe doesn't know how to run this.
Hey, I mean...
I need to get me OnlyFans and do some bullshit because I'm like... $5 million for the weekend. I mean, shit.
The reason why she had been... For years, she's been on YouTube doing, like, cock tease stuff. She ain't never really showed no nudity.
Yeah, but she had already had an audience built up.
Yeah, but it's the same principle. You did the show. You've had the show. The first podcast is in 2016. We 2021. We still have no merchandising.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
what is he doing?
No, he had shirts up on deck now.
Hey.
Shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Make sure y'all like and share this.
We need.
Where's the JoeBuddenPodcast.com?
Yeah.
Like, do you like? Listen, on a business side, he wants to talk about being a businessman and knowing the business. He fucking up. Even the brilliant idiots have that shit. You know how I feel about Charlamagne and fucking Andrew.
That reminds
come
me.
On.
I need to get that hot dogs and handshakes limited edition shirt.
Look, and I was gonna tell you, you can set it up on Teespring just like I did.
Man, I'm gonna trust you. Go ahead and do it. I trust you. Go ahead and do it.
All right. I just need the design, so let me know.
Just put a hot dog, maybe 2 hot dogs, and 2 people, and people shaking hands on it and be like, hand them out. It's on the back.
Right. I gotta figure. Yeah, but
just to summarize all this, man. Everybody has some part to play in this, but because Joe's the captain of the ship, it falls at his feet, and he clearly fucked up. And if we're talking about professionalism, he decided to make all of this stuff public.
I mean,
yeah.
And at the end,
there's a lesson to be learned here.
Don't do business with Joe Budden.
That's one.
Yeah.
The other lesson is don't get so caught up being the captain that you sink your own ship.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's gonna go nowhere. I feel like people like Ice and Ish, if he gonna come back, if he gonna end it, and just keep it on Patreon, and he want to run his Patreon up.
He got lawsuits coming.
Yeah.
He's publicly like. Sorry to cut you off, but like, think about it. Think about it. He publicly fires somebody, then says they can't make a podcast for a year because they have a non-compete clause allegedly. Then he takes the episode down. That's legal shit now. That's legal. You wouldn't take something down like that if you really could stand on your square and say that shit. He's legally opened himself up to some bullshit. That's why the podcast you can't find it nowhere. Well, I got that motherfucker, but that's why you can't find it nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like he should have just kept it going. If you getting all these other different bags, and
he's not.
No.
If he had a bag, he wouldn't be on Patreon. Facts.
No, I feel like he decided to put it on Patreon
because he ain't getting no bag.
No,
ain't no bigger. Spotify is larger than Patreon.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay, bro.
No, hold on. I'm finna say Apple. They said came out and said Apple came with a deal,
and he didn't do
Triller
that.
Came with a deal.
He didn't do that.
He didn't want to sell the podcast. So okay, naturally, let's put it on Patreon.
Who makes a product that's hot you don't want to sell? And he's trying to enter a partnership with Patreon right now, which is a deal.
I thought he already was on there because
he's not. There's no deal with Patreon. He's still trying to position himself with one. He said it himself on a recent episode. He don't have no deal.
Oh well.
He's his own worst enemy. I don't care what motherfucker. Somebody show up right now with a blank check. I don't care what they want. Like sign that. Well, with reason. Sign that bitch.
Look at that motherfucker. Hopefully, it's not Don King with him.
Yeah, because
you ain't gonna get a fucking dime.
Because you got to think, he was upset Spotify didn't want to pay him what the show was worth and show him the numbers on the back end. Then Triller comes up and is like, "Here's a blank check," and he throws that away. And then he doesn't want to show Rory or Maul what the contract or what the agreement was. And he surprised them on the show when he announced he just threw the Triller deal away. Like, that episode is up, and they like, you did what? You fucked up your friends' bags on some, like, we need to own our own shit and all this other shit, and you fucking people over. And you said, I'm paying them real good. You ain't paying them Spotify money. You ain't giving them that Joe Rogan money. So what are you doing, Captain?
We'll find out what's going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out what's going on, man, when it's all said and done.
Fuck Joe Budden.
Oh, man. So, Meek Mill told Rick Ross he couldn't come over in his section in the club because he's trying to get out of his deal with MMG. That's why you ain't been seeing no MMG going on, because he ain't been shouting Ross out. He ain't been showing Ross love. He been talking about Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. And you know what I'm saying?
Got back-to-back. Fuck some people. Pause. Fuck Meek Mill. Like, who cares?
Dang.
Look, Meek
Why you
Mill.
saying that? Why you going in on me?
I'm gonna let Breezy go ahead.
Because he on some sucker shit. He'll want to be gangsters. Like, shut up.
But I'm saying, why did he? If this the dude that put you in the game after T.I. went to jail, you dodged that bullet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T.I. and Tiny. I'm praying for y'all though. Hopefully y'all ain't. You know what I'm saying? But you dodged that bullet. You know what I'm saying? Here come Hayes. But you dodged that bullet.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's the word, man? I just tapped in and heard that boy.
Fuck Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
That boy went in already saying F both of them. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this though, man. I feel like Joe.
And we ain't getting monetized.
I feel like Joe.
I already know they're gonna be like, no. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, man, I feel where Joe Budden coming from, man. I also feel where, I really ain't heard too much from the side from the other two, but hearing Joe's side, it kind of makes sense to me.
How so?
It kind of makes sense to me in a couple ways. Because he started a podcast, first of all, he said that he ain't even know Rory. I mean, that don't matter that he didn't know Rory or nothing like that. But his thing was he just met the dude in 2014. The podcast started in 2015. He been knowing Maul on a whole personal level, so we never heard Maul name really like throughout this whole thing. Like
Let
it's
me
really
ask
just
you a
Rory.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't know Rory really that much, right?
Yeah.
Says he doesn't know him. Now, Rory's been doing a show with him since episode 2.
For 5 years now, ain't it? About 5 years.
Yeah, about 5 years. So episode 2. Rory showed up to Joe's first child's birth. Rory showed up to Joe's first child's birth. Joe said on the podcast.
Well, Joe showed up to
child.
second child.
Rory showed up. Rory basically showed up to Joe's kid being born.
Yeah, second
And
child.
Joe says on the show. Joe says on the show, I never knew friends would do that. I didn't know men would do that for other male friends. That's a great thing. I love you, man. Thank you so much. You're a great friend to me. He then says on the 30-minute episode he put out, "Fuck you. I never asked you to do that."
Well, I'm gonna stop.
So you let a stranger. You texted a stranger the hospital you were at. You texted the stranger what room you were in for the delivery or the waiting room. You don't do that with strangers. So all this shit about Joe not knowing Rory, fuck out of here. Rory is in fucking music videos with Joe. You can't bullshit people when half your life, when you spend 5 years on the internet talking.
Got a point.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just say this too. With Rory coming along, being on the show and everything else like that.
I'm good, on.
Yeah, you good.
No, I was just saying, as far as business wise, I see where Joe coming from. But like I say, I haven't heard the sides of Maul and Rory yet, so I can't really go all in on Joe. I'm just saying, from his aspect of it, they using his name, his likeness. He is the bigger star. I mean, like, even though Joe to us ain't been, this big hit, making record person in a while, but he's still Joe Budden. So he's still bringing some type of light to the situation that if it was just Rory and Maul, maybe it wouldn't have been, people wouldn't even been tapping in as much. Joe coming from the aspect of, this my name, this my likeness, this my creator, this my creation. Y'all just here sitting on the side of me, and y'all not contributing nothing else, but just sitting on the side of me.
Let me respond to you with that. If that's the case, why in the first 120 episodes you have Rory editing his podcast? You have Ian Parks as the equipment he records on. The room he's in is Ian Parks' house. He doesn't even have an official studio. Right. So the people around him are actually contributing to Joe's success significantly. So to say that they're not contributing anything is bullshit. Especially when you have them bringing on guests like Vince Staples. I
think he mean as far as like Joe say, if I bring a bag back, I'ma eat different. If you bring a bag back, man, then we gonna eat different. It's just like that's basically what I think he's saying. They
was doing all that, and they fell back on doing it
because Joe didn't like doing it.
And exactly, and then because now we start.
He ain't 100% right now, man. I feel what y'all saying. He not 100% right about how he went about it. No, but as far as what he's saying, he not wrong about what he's saying, but he not right about how he went about it.
He's not, but he's not 100% right in what he's saying either. He's lying to say that they didn't contribute anything when his first episode. I mean, he has 70 episodes of his show was with a girl named Marissa who still hasn't been paid yet for the 70 episodes she was on. So he's not telling the whole truth. I mean, you could feel some type of way about people wanting to audit you or feel like they didn't contribute as much as you, considering that's your life's work. Well, if your life's work, you're doing a shit job at it, because we just sat here before you joined, Hayes, for about 5 minutes and talked about ways about how to spread the show out, get t-shirts, get domains, and Joe has not done that yet. The best Joe's done is made a Patreon page, and we know Patreon bags ain't as big as Spotify or Trello. So what the fuck is Joe doing?
Man,
we had more shit going on when we were writing for gaming websites than Joe did when he first started his podcast.
Damn.
Like, let's just keep it a buck. let's keep it a buck. We knew more industry people in the
Joe
games
did the
industry.
everyday struggle. He did
That was with
everyday
Complex
struggle.
and Academics.
He,
Again, you're
but he
naming.
still ventured off. He still venturing off from. He still got different things on his plate that he doing. So to him,
But
it's
he,
looking like them two cats just sitting there while he going out getting other bags, and then now all of a sudden they want to start asking about money because they see he going to get deals for the podcast that he created. Now, like I said, he should include them on the deal or at least let them know what's going on, though, for sure. So if he ain't letting them know what's going on, then that's just something that he on.
Yeah. And go ahead, Bruce.
I would say they are securing deals individually, but you have to remember, like we said a few minutes ago, they had ad reads at one point and Joe didn't like them, so he stopped them. And Rory is the one who secured those ad reads, like Me Undies. So whose fault is that?
Yeah, I mean,
like, we gotta keep it a buck. They have tried to do things to make the podcast better. It is Joe's name. It is Joe's ship. Joe didn't like it, so it stopped because Joe wasn't the one who brought it in. Now, I mentioned as well earlier, you weren't here, when his Complex deal was up with Everyday Struggle, he wanted part of Academics' money when he got his own deals.
Yeah, so
and that's out of Academics' mouth.
Hey, so the lesson here is
fuck Joe Budden.
Well, but I mean, the other lesson here is this: you have like anybody. And that's why I said, Serizaku got his own show. Breezy, you've been doing your thing for a while, and I came and got y'all because I said, you know what? I didn't build this platform up. I didn't went viral a couple times, this, that, the third. After me and Breezy had been pretty much through the same situation elsewhere with some bums I ain't gonna even mention. You know what I'm saying? And
but
some other people that we cool, and other people we cool with. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. You know,
I have a hard time with this shit, honestly, with this Joe shit. Like, when I hear the phrase that they didn't contribute anything, like, and me and you talked about this off air, Killzown, but like the most thing that you can contribute to anything is time and your opinion on something, because most people don't give a fuck what your opinion is. So to sit here and say that they didn't contribute anything for 420 some odd episodes, to act like that didn't help him get to the stage where he can get a bag that big is just fucking ridiculous to me.
I mean, but it's a lot of cats that's out here, and that's why, like I said, it's nothing for me to chop up this bag. For y'all download this audio, this video, put it up, whatever you want to do with it, because I don't really feel like it's fair to me to be, well, it's my show and I'm gonna delegate to y'all. No, we can't. It's a show. Otherwise, it's just me on a live stream just sitting here. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Hell, Star. Remember DJ Star?
Yeah, he was on there for a hot minute.
He does fucking better when it comes to the people he have coming on and managing his topics and all. Like, of course, he didn't get like no big deals and nothing like that because he's super controversial with all types of crazy shit. But like, even he has better branding right now. I'm done. I'm done.
Star is an OG in it though, man. And he was in an actual radio game. Like, that's what he do. Joe is a rapper transitioning into what he in today.
Let me ask you a question. Did Joe ever do interviews at radio stations?
Yeah.
Did Joe ever speak into a microphone?
When he was
what
on
is Everyday
97.
Complex? Everyday Complex is a podcast. I mean, not Everyday Complex. Everyday Struggle. It's just
Everyday
a podcast.
Struggle, yeah.
It's a podcast. It's a high budget podcast. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Stop throwing this nigga bones.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is too, and we can go on to Meek Mill and
right.
Fuck Meek Mill.
Breezy, we ain't getting nothing for this episode. We just let y'all know right now.
Look.
That train stop.
With Meek Mill, it's just
it's just Meek Mill. Like, I can't, like,
That's what I want to know,
They coming to
Breezy.
get him right now.
Elaborate on that, Breezy, and let me know why the fuck Meek Mill, man. Just why.
Because everything he does to me is some sucker shit. He said he a gangster. He said he gonna fight academics. You know, academics don't fight nobody. He said he gonna shoot Takashi. But then he's telling us he don't like snitches. But he signed to a woman who snitched. Like, nigga, who you fooling? Stop it.
Look, when
that little video though with him and 6ix9ine was a little shaky.
That was hilarious. He looked like a deer in headlights.
Man,
look,
that video was shaky, dog.
Look, here the thing is, Meek Mill I have never liked this man. His music is just like, your name is Meek Mill, so you small. And so you a small millionaire. Okay.
I like the singles for sure, and some of his records on the I always felt like if Meek Mill went a little harder, then he definitely be a force to be reckoned with.
Well, and he won't do it because now we understand why he wasn't dropping music. Like between him getting locked up for doing stupid stuff and beating up.
Yeah, but what's the headline though?
It's in
him
his
and
name.
But I'm saying he basically, this is what happened. Meek was at the club for his birthday party. Ross comes through.
Yeah.
He didn't let Ross come over because he wants to get off of MMG.
Buy yourself off your label.
Allegedly, he didn't let Ross come over to his section, to the VIP section. But
it's on video. It ain't allegedly. It's on video. This is on. It's on 4K.
I seen it. I mean, I seen it, but I didn't get that he was trying to.
Man, no, dog. He stopped that man from coming over there because he don't want to sit down and talk to that man about business. He just wants to yell and scream into a microphone. He sat up there and did that old Jai Kobe thing and almost, you know what I'm saying? I'm done playing.
Well, his name has definitely been in more. His name has been in more controversy than like songs like songs.
Excuse me, hey, fuck him, because he tried to fuck with him and Logan and Jake Paul too. Floyd, you better knock their ass out.
Y'all got Zone going in tonight.
That's on my mama. I'm not. If Floyd, I'm knocking all three of you niggas out. If you don't Floyd, you don't knock his ass out. I'm knocking all three of you niggas' ass out at once.
Y'all got Zone talking his talk tonight.
I'm just saying. They had to be said. Now go ahead, hey, my bad.
Nothing. I was just saying. For one, I feel like if Meek Mill want to get off the label, and because I heard too that maybe Ross just want him just to fulfill his contract and just probably drop whatever, because he been with them almost for 10 years. So I feel like maybe, man, he won't off because he proclaimed to be a boss and he proclaimed to, be self-made and all this on his own. So he
wasn't self-made at all. He had T.I. and he had
you right, Zone, but along the way, I feel like, man, people do find their own way, and now they want to break off and do what Lil Wayne just did.
I mean, but still, it's a way to go about it. You drop the music, you get off the label, you do your thing. Ross ain't hold like Stanley did his 2 albums over there and left.
Or buy yourself out, man.
Like, just go ahead and buy yourself out, or just go and drop the music and go and buy your business.
I'm so tired of all these musicians coming forth with a fucking hand pail and a fucking iPhone tweeting out, "Oh, the label won't let me go." It's like, do what your contract say, buy yourself out. Like, it's that simple. You're trying to break contracts and get, like, if you make great music and then you leave your label, that's still gonna look good for you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, but I think it's only a problem when they don't make good music, and it is a problem for them because that's the only time that you really hear people only complaining is when something ain't going right.
Only thing listening to Meek Mill's music right now is a trash can. Like,
damn. Well, see, the thing with Meek was he came out that Champions was a good project. And he did follow up with that. Instead of him dropping another Dream Chasers, he should have dropped Dream Chasers 4.5 like he said he was gonna do. He should have went ahead and him and Drake should have did a project. He should have went. It's so much that he could have went. He should have went and got everybody out of Philly and did a compilation or put the Dream Chasers the
I still
label
don't feel like
compilation
that
out.
he had the
When have
label.
you
Like
ever?
it's so.
When have you ever seen Drake pick trash off the sidewalk?
I mean,
Hey,
he
look,
did that. He did
I
that.
still
That
don't
was a
feel like he
move that
even had to do that though. I feel like
man Ross did that,
Meek
made
doing
that
that
happen
something
because he
right.
wanted to
Ross
keep.
made that happen, but they shouldn't have did that though because it made Meek look a certain way to me. Because it was like, it's like, why is you even trying to reckon? I mean, like with Drake.
Well, because they was because I mean Chris. But to be fair, Drake did it with Chris Brown. They was fighting over these females, and that's why
Okay, well, make it right
they.
with Quentin Miller then.
There
Make
you
it
go.
right with Quentin Miller then publicly. Because how you
They
gonna
not
make
gonna
it
do that,
publicly
bro.
right with Drake
They
but not publicly right with dude?
man, but that's hey, that's the game, bro. Folks gonna use who they gonna use, and they gonna throw you, and that's what I'm finna say. That we all in this room, we all in agreement on how we running our thing, and because I'm gonna always go out and get a bag or whatever. So whatever we come up with, we working together as a team, as a unit, as a family. Y'all like my brothers, and I just ain't gonna let because I don't have no problem working a 9 to 5 or working over here or doing something else to get the bag. And if the bag is over here, the bag gonna stay. We gonna chop the bag up the way the bag need to be chopped up. But and there ain't no disrespecting. No, we didn't got rid of the folks that been disrespectful and they ain't never coming back. And they X'd out, crossed themselves out. So you know what I'm saying. And like I said yesterday, male or female, it don't matter. This thing is built off of respect, loyalty, and honor. So it's like when you got people that's coming in the game on one hand that's trying to ride folks' coattail. Like I'm gonna put it to you like
Say
this.
knowledge, man. It's
I
okay.
understand. No. I was saying. I
I got
said
you though.
honor.
You know
Yeah,
I'm
I
messing
know.
with
I know it's respect, loyalty, and knowledge. I was just saying. I was saying honor because I put that in there just to to remix it for the episode, but and just to make my point because you know we got two sides to this coin,
you. Yeah.
right? Now I know folks. I'm a name drop, Chop Squad DJ, my guy, bro, my nephew, Sean Ferrari, right? They got on. I asked what Rory was on here with me and Breezy that episode before I went to
Yeah.
E3, and that was a classic episode. But you know what I'm saying? Me and Chop Squad ain't did nothing. He did interviews with other people. He did one with Durs. He's done one with No Jumper. He's earned that. So even though I was with him on the ground floor, if he feel like, well, you ain't made no beats this day, I bought the first couple of beats or whatever, but I'm never gonna be like, well, you should do this for me because we homeboys and this that.
But it ain't
I
about
wasn't
that
there.
though for you though.
Nah,
For I say it's not about that for you. And for you it's more so I was knowing you. I mean, we in the same type of field. I'm doing this, you doing that, and I've been knowing you when you was on the ground floor. So if I should be like, it shouldn't be nothing for me to just, hey, yo, man, can we do this?
no,
But
but the thing is, if he feel like I wasn't there helping him in his day to day, he wasn't running around, and I wasn't. I was telling people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all need to get down with him. I was inboxing rappers, that local rappers before we even got up on the scene. I'm talking about in high school.
Oh, that was a
But
thing.
at the same time, I'm never going to badmouth him or bash him or whatever. He could feel whatever type of way
this
about
ain't
it.
even about him.
But
What in the grand
I'm
scheme
giving
of things,
I'm
what do
giving
you
you I'm
expect
giving
from
you
people?
I'm giving but that's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't expect if a person get to a certain level, right?
Yeah.
You can't expect if you didn't put in on that directly. I wasn't paying for this man beat machines. I wasn't paying for this man computers. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
there investing in his come up like that. Yeah, I support it, but we got to get people out of the idea because we talk about this all the time about investing in yourself. And just like I'm gonna be honest, I can't speak for Breezy, but I'm gonna be honest. I got with them websites because I thought them websites could have put me on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing it my damn self. And that's where the lesson in this whole Joe Budden, the lesson in the whole Meek Mill, the lesson in the whole thing is that you can see what happens is his Gucci Man had an interview with Jay Nick. Shout out Jay Nick, Stewie Rock. He said, I could be like a lot of these other rappers and not put other folks on, because if I put them on and they ride my coattails, then they start acting bigger than me, which we see what happened with Meek Mill. Or I'm gonna be the bad guy. So either way it goes, I'm getting screwed in the end. So I say that to say this: everybody need to be pulling their weight. Everybody need to be. If you working with somebody, we all should be promoting each other and doing for each other and putting in the equal ample amount of time, so that nobody feels slighted. I'll be putting up Hayes stuff. I was tapping in on Serizaku and sharing his thing. When Breezy starts streaming, I'm gonna be posting his thing. You know, it's like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, that way you cut a lot of confusion out, because you don't have the person that like putting it together feeling the way. You don't have everybody else feeling the way, because I'm supporting y'all just like y'all supporting me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. We gotta. It's the whole lesson in this right here is everybody. The team gotta play as a team. It can't be like rest in peace Kobe in the Lakers, and when Kobe leaves, or when Steph Curry get hurt, the whole team is in shambles. Or LeBron get hurt, it's gotta be the 90 the 90 to 93. The 96, the 94, the 96 Bulls. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be that right there. You know, or the 90 to
the
95. Okay, you know the time.
The 90s
Bulls. You know what I'm saying? The 90s Bulls. You got everybody got to be on the same level as far as working, because then you don't have these situations. Because this is what happens: the artists get on. They get put on by another artist, and then that artist feels like. The only people that's doing it the right way, I feel like, is Drake, Nicki, and Wayne.
Which, by the way, did y'all hear that song?
Oh my God! That J. Cole was fire.
That was eating.
And Nicki shit was great. Lyrics was back. Oh, thank God.
Man, she was eating.
Not talking about her ass and pussy and how she could suck a dick, like just, oh God, just actual lyrics. Thank the Lord. Now we can get Megan Thee Stallion hoof ass up out of here.
Hey, Migos came back too.
Yeah,
they came back all the way strong. I felt like this was a solid week in hip hop that we had. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chrissa SJE and my boy Fade Bully, man. Otaku Underworld, shout out to them. They get ready to put out the project. Slick and Otaku guys, shout out to all of them. Shout out Mega Ran finna drop something. But yeah, man, boy, it was a good week in hip hop. It was a real good week in hip hop, man. Cause man, J. Cole was eating, Nicki was eating. Everybody was eating this week. Hayes was eating. the offering game, spur chain.
Yeah.
Can't forget.
You already know.
He put my big fly ass in the video, you know.
People seen you.
So yeah, man.
Man, it's been a good week. But definitely though, but that song though, I listened to that song, I was like, okay. All three of them was on our eating.
Yes, sir. So let's talk about this Epic and Apple battle. And we talking about people feeling slighted. This Epic and Apple battle is crazy. I'm reading the documents.
What's that?
Well, so what happened was Epic, who makes Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? They made Fortnite. They got Rocket League, and now they got what you call them? What's it? Fall Guys? Is it Fall Guys?
I think so.
Yeah, Fall Guys. Yeah, so Fall Guys. They took Apple to court because they wanted to lower their prices, but for their game, and they was like, well, y'all can do that, but we gonna take 30%. So they was, they used to have, it used to be hella money, Hayes. Like it used to be like $30 for 2,000 whatever V bucks or whatever. You got kids,
Yeah.
So, but they lowered the prices because they wanted more people to spend more money, and they already made after the Travis Scott thing. Travis Scott made like 30 million on the bump, so they was like, let's lower these prices. But Apple was like, yeah, y'all can lower it to $8, but we want $3 off of each sale.
Damn.
And they like, oh hell no. So Epic said, we got a few Billy, y'all got a few Billy. We're gonna put a couple. Let's take it to court. So come to find out, Sony is charging developers to have crossplay. Microsoft ain't never made money off none of their consoles.
Wow.
They made their money off their services. Like it's all type of
PC. It was a bunch of shit that shouldn't have been revealed that was revealed or being revealed in this. Even like Nintendo saying you can't do business with Yakuza.
Yeah.
And they go to list every rank of Yakuza member.
Dang. And then
like you can't talk to captains, you can't talk to generals, you can't talk to lieutenants, you can't talk to soldiers or recruits.
It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean, Sega used to, like the one of the lead guys at Sega used to go to bars with one of the top members of the Yakuza, like tons of pictures of them drinking together.
There was a time with fucking with Pride Fighting Championships.
Oh yeah,
when they was run by the Yakuza.
Yeah, Sega about that life. Don't roll for Sega.
Why do you think they keep making them Yakuza games? They keep trying to keep them off. That shit is realistic because they actually hung out with them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Sega about that life.
Wow. I mean, come on, it's what it is, and like does Microsoft always sell their shit at a loss? Yeah. Sony don't. They like, look, we need 30% up front. And Nintendo like, nah, you can't work with the Yakuza. Sega did that shit. They don't make shit no more. Like Sega, they keep, obviously the Yakuza keeping them damn arcades open.
Yeah.
Probably like, you need to play Virtua Fighter today. But I want to play Afterburner. Afterburner's closed. But it's looking just fine. You want to play Virtua Fighter.
Pretty much.
Damn.
That's how they roll, bro. Listen.
Whoa. I mean, it's all type of stuff coming out, man. Like, it's all type of, I'm talking about all the dirty secrets that's in the diary is coming out of the diary. Like,
all right, gentlemen, I gotta head out.
All right, Breezy.
All right, peace. Y'all take it easy.
Take it easy. All right, man. So, yeah, man. So, shoot. I'm just wondering how it's gonna end, because if Apple wins, you'll never see them over there on an Apple product again.
Yeah.
And if Epic wins, this is gonna change everything, because it's basically it's gonna tell the platform holder. Epic, they took them to court. They made a diss video and everything too. Mm-hmm. They had like they redid the Apple ad that they dissed Microsoft, but instead of that, it was Fortnite dissing them.
Really?
Look, I don't care about Apple, not one damn bit, because like all they equipment, they don't work. They don't work for me. Not one damn bit.
You's an Android guy, huh?
Yeah, I like Windows and Linux. I'm the guy that, when you need something fixed, they like, I got Apple. Yeah, I can't fix that. You're not even gonna look at no.
So you don't like nothing Apple?
I don't do shit with Apple.
Man,
like people will ask me like, "Hey, can you fix my Apple computer?" No. and they'll just straight like, how come you won't take a look at it? I don't fuck with Apple tech. That shit, the shit takes too long. It's fucking convoluted, and none of my parts work with it.
My boy said
I use fucking Windows and Linux.
Yeah.
And that shit still works. So
Windows,
I'm like,
I like using Windows.
I'm like, why I like Windows? You got a problem? All I gotta do is wait a week. Why I love Linux? I got a problem. All I gotta do is wait like 12 hours, and somebody will fix it. New patch will be rolled out. It don't take long.
I had a Windows phone back in the day, man, and it was pretty good too.
And Linux getting to be Linux getting to be more and more like Windows now. So I'm like, oh shit, I don't have to key in a code every time to do an update. Nope, you just do it easy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I really don't care for Apple. But now with Epic doing what they doing, I'm like, I kind of gotta back Epic a little bit because I'm like, they going the Nino Brown strategy. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
He said the Nino Brown strategy.
Not only that, Epic done did something for me that I ain't never thought was ever gonna happen. It took all them little bad bastards off games I was playing. Like legit, I'm like, man, I can play a game with my team, and we ain't got to worry about this little kid who got a hold of daddy's credit card and basically got he got all the damn weapons. I don't got to worry about that no more. Fortnite is the greatest game I've never played.
Wow.
So,
buddy.
I was like, I straight told people like the year that it came out, and all of a sudden, wait a minute, I can play a game of Star Wars Battlefront 2 online, and I have not been called the N-word. I don't gotta be dealing with a kid who got all the damn weapons. You know what? Game of the year is Fortnite, and everybody was like, "You serious?" But man, you ain't never played Fortnite. I don't care. It's the greatest game I've never played because I never have to deal with the shit again.
Dang.
And I don't because I play solo most of the time.
Right. I be around my cousins and friends and all them be going in on it. Me, I just be sitting there watching.
They got me drinking the Kool-Aid.
Y'all boys be going in though. Y'all be going in and Zone be playing it too a lot.
They got me drinking the Kool-Aid because of that Marvel update, and then I stuck around. You know what I'm saying? And then it got better because when I first played it, it was kind of dookie juice. But once I got to, I was like, oh, okay, they fixed the gun, they fixed this, that, and the third.
And then Epic over here giving away free games every week. So I'm like, Apple, when the last time you did some shit for me?
But right now, Serizaku and Zone, right now, what's the favorite game that you can play right now that you just can't get enough of?
Resident Evil.
Dude, you over there you still trying to figure out if you scared of horny right now.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I came, I saw it, and I conquered, and I was kind of sad about what happened. I was like,
bruh, you was over there like, girl, you can step on me.
Man, I had a couple times I was like reloading the game, seeing if she let me see what this do to her.
Yeah.
Do it stop her? No. The shotgun to the face? No. Shotgun on the booty? No.
He said no.
Then like somebody put a fly swatter in there.
Yeah.
They modded a fly swatter so they can spend. I'm like, y'all being extra. They putting different clothes on her.
Man, come on, man. Like
they got all different type of clothes on her. They done modded like a whole like see-through lingerie. I like y'all getting a little bit too spicy over here.
Look, man. I mean, come on, man. It's not that it's not.
I'm talking about she got the WAP video fishnets on.
Look, it's not like we see a whole bunch of girls that's
that's how the characters looking, bro.
6 fucking 10, man.
It's in Resident Evil.
I wish I had a girl that was my height so I could climb that mountaintop. Because I've been hitting switches on bitches all my life. And now I'm going straight for the big O.
Look, so I'm talking about they did a whole mod with her, bro. I'm talking about with the see-through WAP fishnets on.
Yeah.
Like it's on YouTube. I don't even know how they got this on YouTube. Okay, I see what they did. Oh, I see what they did. They put the pasties in there. See, they going wild with it now. She over here, they got naked and everything on her. They going wild. They over here wild. They wild it. Like I would show it, but I don't even know. They out here. They wilding, man. Man. They over here. They didn't put like I said, they put a fly swatter in there. Dude running around smacking her on the booty. Like they wild.
The only game I'm playing right now that got me interested right now is Trails of Cold Steel on PS4.
Okay.
You ain't played it yet?
Man. Like I done watched the whole game. I'm just like,
I'm like learning it first.
I was like, man, this vampire lady can chase me around this house all day long.
He ain't even finna play. He ain't even finna play the game. He ain't even gonna get past all of that. He just
I'm like, look, hey, let's talk, man. Like
he said, let's talk.
Like, honey, you like, why are you so mad? You shot at my daughter. That bitch tried to kill me. All right, what you want me to do? If I came in your house trying to shoot at you, you would have a problem too. All right.
Oh man. So let's talk about that Venom trailer. They let that be Carnage, man.
I'm looking forward to that.
He don't scare me. Like I thought I was gonna be scared. I don't know, Hayes, if you seen it yet, but I thought I was gonna be scared, bro. I was looking to be scared, and I'm not scared at all.
What's it called?
Venom is Venom 2. Let there be Carnage.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
Yeah. I was sitting up. I wasn't scared because when I was a kid reading Carnage, Maximum Carnage, and I'm playing the game, I was scared of Carnage. Even on the TV show, I was scared of Carnage. Like I'm not gonna be scared of him now, but at least evoke a little bit of fear. Like when Thanos came on, this is a Thanos level. Like this dude sat up there and beat Captain America halfway to death.
I mean, because Carnage, the thing about Carnage is that Cletus Cassidy was a mass murderer before he got a symbiote. When he got his symbiote, it was like, oh, you into that? Like, yeah. Oh shit. Damn, I thought I was showing you something. Nah, man, I'm showing you everything. Hold up.
Pretty much.
And that's just like, well, shit. And like his is bonded down to his blood. So like, you took the symbiote suit off of him. Okay. You used fire or you used hypersound to get it off of him. Okay. He'll go to sleep for a little bit. He don't need to find his regular symbiote. You know why? His shit's down to his blood. All he gotta do is like cut himself first opportunity he get, the shit's back on.
Pretty much. And it's like it's to the point where, like I said, he just I'm not afraid. That's what I'm saying. Like I seen it. I was like, it's dope.
Supposed to be afraid of it, man.
No, you're supposed to be afraid because if Venom can't stop him, Spider-Man can't stop him, Captain America can't stop him. And then every time they fight him, he get a little bit stronger, and then the last time they fought him,
he's not scary though, Zone.
No, he's supposed to be like, even reading it. The last time they fought dude, right? He bonded with Harry, the symbiote got off of him because they end up killing Cletus, right? And then they got on her on the Green Goblin, and he became the Red Goblin and was basically snatching up all the Spider-Man and them children, infecting them with it, and they running around here like Carnage kids, basically. Then after that, he ended up getting revived because Eddie came in contact with the symbiote after he fought basically the god of
is a good guy now.
No, he ain't a good guy. Carnage ain't never been a good guy. Venom has always been like an anti-hero. Venom, they position him as a good guy, but really he's an anti-hero. Basically, he's good when they need him to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because in the first one, he was something like a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. So that's how they position him now. But he started off as a villain.
But he fighting somebody in the new one though. So like
that's what I'm trying to tell you though. Hey, like the dude that they got, Carnage is supposed to be like one of the top 5 strongest villains.
They want to make him a bad guy, but he really a good guy. Like
yeah. Well, yeah, we know we schooling you, Hayes, but I'm putting you down.
I'm in class already with you.
I'm just saying, like, as far as a villain though, this the sequel. We supposed to be going bigger because the dude, at the end of the last one, it was just the little dude that
I just watched the trailer at the same time I'm talking to you. I'm watching the thing, so yeah.
But I'm just saying, he's not. Carnage, if you went back and watched the cartoon, if you go back and read the comics, like you'll see the stuff that he doing. Now we gotta see because I believe Andy, what's his name? What's my boy? Woody Harrelson is gonna do a good job as a villain. I believe that he gonna be able to do it. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just gonna have to see what's gonna happen.
True.
We're gonna really have to see because I feel like they need to have better villains in these Marvel movies. Like that's the one thing DC killing them at is the villains because I gotta be able to be scared of the villain. I gotta be able to be you know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to be scared of the villain. I gotta be able to feel like I mean, not scared like I'm scared, like I'm terrified, but at least intimidated by the villain. Like Thanos, I wasn't scared of Thanos, but I was intimidated by Thanos because when he came on screen, everything stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one villain that they got right, and maybe Killmonger. He came on screen, he invoked a different type of aura. Yeah. Is what I'm saying. But I think it's gonna be a good movie. We just gonna have to wait and see. But y'all got any other topics, man? Cause this I at first I thought this was gonna be like a big, long, explosive episode, but then I said, no, I gotta go be big CEO and talk to my guys. I didn't get a chance to talk to you, Serizaku, but
it's cool, man.
But I really gotta bring home the fact that
we know you ain't finna Joe Budden us.
Right.
I'm just gonna go like, dude, it's cool, man. You know, we're good, man. You know, no big deal. You ain't finna put up
with them, ain't going on with us. You feel me?
Exactly. We just trying to get some of them viewers and listeners from the Joe Budden podcast over here. If you tired of your podcast running off his guests every time you turn around, come to Beatz and Bitz.
Come to Beatz and Bitz Network. You feel me?
Yep.
Because it's like we ain't doing that over here. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here.
Facts.
Nope. Matter of fact, we create new things over here.
We not we might not be the Joe Budden podcast. We ain't trying to be the Joe Budden podcast. We just want some of his listeners over here.
Well, I mean,
no
in
other
due time.
podcasts.
In due time.
Why?
In
Because
due time.
you
We
know,
just doing us.
one man's loss is another man's gain.
But the thing is, bro, we just doing us, and exactly what y'all been providing since day one. Y'all been doing y'all thing since day one on this network. So, and y'all been providing people to come on here and listen to y'all talk about gaming and whatever, music and whatever y'all feel like talking about from day one. So y'all been holding it down already, doing it, being consistent, doing it. Everybody else kind of just catching on to what y'all been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been some other podcasts that kind of did something similar, but I don't think, like I said, consistency is the key. And on top of that, like, I feel like we set up to be some of the biggest ever. I'm seeing the numbers. I mean, it's getting there. I'm still learning how to get this algorithm. I've been researching the. I've been researching what what's the word I'm looking for? Researching which outlet we gonna put the podcast on, because I want to make sure that when we start disseminating these to the different streaming services, that we put it on something. Because I'm right now I'm looking between Anchor and Buzzsprout. Anchor, they want you to do less time. Buzzsprout, you don't get the ad support right out of the box. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, which side we gonna take, and we can always go back and forth. But it's just part of the ride and part of the adventure. And I appreciate everybody that's been watching and listening and everything. I appreciate y'all, man, for staying down with me in this journey and this roller coaster that is this entertainment business. And we just gonna keep on rocking and keep on giving y'all this great content week after week, day after day. And yeah, man, y'all got anything y'all want to shout out before we get up out of here? Or did we miss anything, Serizaku Hayes? Shout out Breezy for coming through.
I mean, that new Castlevania dropped this week. So I need to check that out this weekend.
Bad Batch came, the episode that just dropped, the Guilty Gear beta that dropped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, about the Guilty Gear. So they're dubbing it again.
All right.
I'm gonna be like, man, y'all better not drop this dub halfway through again, because I'm gonna get pissed.
No, but are they doing a series with it too, or are you talking about the game they dubbing?
The game they're dubbing it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna be like, don't get halfway through this shit and then be like, hey, the second version come out. No, we ain't dubbing it no more.
Yeah, don't do that, because
they done already did that shit to us twice. Guilty Gear X1 had a motherfucking dub. Every upgraded version of that never got one. Guilty Gear X2, first one, got a dub. Every consecutive version. Guilty Gear Berserk got a dub. Then all the additional versions, nope.
Yeah, that's a fact. Man, I want to shout out my boy Killzown, Serizaku, Breezy, Beatz and Bitz podcast on the Beatz and Bitz network. First off, then y'all can tap in, man, to my YouTube, man. I just dropped a video offering games for a change.
Stats say I'm losing, but do they love me or they hate me? That shit get confusing. Used to show up all the time to support folks, but then I had to fall back like Autumn Haze.
Yeah, so y'all can go watch the whole thing for the Fam 8070 TV on YouTube. Subscribe. That's it.
And
for the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan, rocking 6 rings.
Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. we coming back.
You ain't lying podcast. We back with it. Next, they coming up. Let's get it.
Yep. We back on our regularly scheduled program, man. Like I said to everybody that was watching yesterday, I apologize.
Too, man. Serizaku, if you want to slide through, man, you can slide through. I can tell you.
No problem.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, shout out Young Link Jr. Tales of a Simp.
Ooh, that's on Sunday. That's on Sunday.
Sunday. Yep. So, and we just gonna keep growing, man. Like I said yesterday, I apologize to everybody that was watching that train wreck. That was their show. I mean, it's gonna continue to live on there, and that person, you know, if they watching this, they can go and get go and get their audio and their video, do with it what they will. I am no longer in communication with that person, and that's just how it's gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to have a women, a man, and male, female, black, male, female, relationship podcast. I'm just looking for the right person to have to be able to do it with. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make it be clear. You know, the same way nobody's had problems except that show. And you know what I'm saying? It's a multitude of reasons why. I already, stated my claim and apologized before, but this time it's just pure I don't play unprofessionalism on any type of level. I'm not finna be disrespected. I'm not finna let my guys be disrespected by anybody, male or female. But I love all women, especially my black women. So I just wanted to be known. I wanted to be said, and shout out to y'all, man. We had another classic episode tonight, man. See y'all next Friday at 9 p.m. Central Time. And we out. Peace.
Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me